Right. You guys like that? What? That's pretty good. I wanted to try it. I didn't want to tell anybody.
He just drank a bunch of dotFIT aminos.
Right.
So
I think you keep it. Yeah. I think you keep it.
Right. Welcome, team, to the Raw Life Podcast, sponsored by UFC Gym Indy. My name is Jordan. Alongside me, as always, is Josh and Donovan. Be sure to follow us on our YouTube page, UFC Gym Indy channel. Is it a page or a channel, producer Chris? Okay, channel. Sorry. YouTube channel, UFC Gym Indy, as well as our Facebook and Instagram pages at UFC Gym Whitestown. Follow Class Noble West UFC as well for some updates on workouts and ideas and so on and so on. Shout out to dotFIT, as always. Shout out to dotFridge that we haven't put anything in yet.
And our Noble West class gym for the workout we had today was a great one.
Was a good one.
It worked out. Go check them out.
What we did some agility ladders. We did some plyometric movements.
Oh, yeah. Box jumps.
Yeah, we did some
a lot of abs, a lot of core.
Compound movements. Yep. Lots of compound movements. Yep. Slam ball work.
Dumbbell, you name it.
Yep. You name it. We did it.
Yep.
Except for burpees.
Except for tires, except for rowers, except for the Thor hammer. Everything else we did it.
If you name anything else, we did it. That's right. We're talking about private coaching, personal training, personal private coaching training today, right?
Yep.
What do we call it?
Personal training.
Personal training. It's back there, so we might as well.
I feel like that's the executive decision that has been made right now.
Okay.
Well, personal training. That's what we're calling it.
Producer Chris, write that down
somewhere. Personal for it to be noted.
There it is, right there.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Okay, close enough. That works. How long have you guys been training?
Oh, 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, about 8, 10. Did a little bit in college, but 8 to 10, not 8, 10 years. 8 to 10. Did a little bit in college if you count that.
Right.
Yeah, officially. If you count then your friends that, hey, you're looking pretty jacked now. What have you been doing?
Man, what should I do?
Come work out with you? Yeah. So,
I used to mess with people, though. I was kind of like an unethical trainer in college.
What'd you do?
Think about it. Well, there's on my floor, I was like the most fit guy. So there was this one guy on the floor. Won't mention his name, but if he's watching, he's gonna know it's him. And he would always like ask me what I'm doing. Something would be in my cup. Oh, what are you drinking? I'd come in. He's like, Brandon, look at Jack. What are you doing, dude? So one day, everybody on my floor said, dude, like put duct tape on your arms and just like walk around. Because he's going to ask. So I did.
Are we talking horizontal or vertical?
I just wrapped it around the whole bicep, walked around, and he's like, yo.
So you're doing blood flow restriction before blood flow restriction?
Basically, yeah. He's like, Donald, what are you doing? I was like, oh, dude, what it does is it sucks the toxins out so that there's more room for the muscle to grow. Fast forward next day, he's walking around the dorm doing it.
No, he's not. Oh, my gosh. They don't call it fancy for nothing.
That's right.
That's for sure.
That's right. How long did you let that happen before you...
Never told him. Probably still doing it.
Good Lord.
Oh, good time.
Well, I mean, Ken's tape, right?
Yeah.
Ken's tape does something...
I was doing the things before the thing.
Yeah, maybe you should have been getting residuals on this, actually.
Right.
You missed your...
Producer Chris, can you get a hold of those people?
Thanks. The people who make Ken's tape.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this guy will...
Is it one entity?
Mr. and Mrs. Ken. Get a hold of him.
Johnny Kinesiology.
There you go, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. In the tape. I remember seeing that back in the Olympics. I think it was, what's her face? Volleyball, beach volleyball.
Oh, Misty May, Carrie Walsh.
Carrie Walsh had all taped up. I think Misty May was probably the same. How do you know so much about volleyball?
Beach volleyball used to be my thing back in the day.
Hey, I have a little cousin named after Misty May. Actually.
Really?
What's her name?
Is it Misty or May?
No.
Whoa.
She's named after that one.
Yeah, libero, right?
Oh, yeah. I used to watch a lot of beach volleyball.
I forgot that word.
Okay. Well, I was a big beach volleyball fan.
Men's and women's.
Yep.
There you go.
I love volleyball, beach volleyball.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's fun to play.
Fun to play. I'm not very good at volleyball, but I like it.
Gotta stay hydrated, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to stay hydrated. That's a good point. Speaking of hydrated, what's in your guys' bottles?
dotFIT aminos.
dotFIT aminos. That's what I got.
Aminos. There it is. What flavor?
Grape.
All right, so we got that as grape. That's it, huh? All right.
We digress from personal training, but we'll get back there.
We'll get back there. We're plugging dotFIT real quick. Shout out to dotFIT. Hop on Facebook page, dotFIT Champions, as well as their Instagram to check them out. back to private coaching, personal training, whatever we want to call it. I guess it's personal training. Sorry. So 8 years, 3 years for me. I actually got into fitness recently. As far as weight training was back in 2015.
Best decision you ever made, right?
It was great. It was great. Yeah. I ran all the time. I was 160 at 6'2", probably not a good weight for that height, and then started really just packing on the weight, working out with some bodybuilder friends. They were taking some stuff that I didn't want to take, but protein, everything like that. I was doing all that stuff back in the day. Post-workout Perkins parties. Perkins and RIP Perkins around this area, but having a big old plate of flapjacks, right? Go-to breakfast after a good workout. Mine's chalky milk and some pancakes.
Chalky milk
and bacon. Yes, sir.
That's the best thing you can have.
Yes, sir.
Chalky milk.
Absolutely. Yep.
That is a good one. I'm kind of boring. I do my eggs and my bacon, and but I do love me some bacon. I'll tell you that.
Man.
I love me some bacon.
Not turkey.
I get some fruit too. I get a little fruit, get a little some of that them good sugars back in you.
Yep.
After workout, got to get the carbs in. I like doing 3 eggs.
Yes. How do you guys like?
Why are you
your
laughing?
eggs?
I just said eggs. It's already cracking up. Like, it's about to be something stupid.
Yeah, because we're building. I can see you're building.
No, I'm just building my meal.
We know that something's coming.
3 eggs.
Right.
All right.
There you go.
My hands are flat on the table right now. Then there's a tortilla.
Okay.
Smothered in peanut butter.
Whoa.
Wrap it up.
What kind of tortilla?
A little hot sauce.
You do flour. You do corn. You do
wheat.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Solid.
Peanut butter and hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
And eggs.
Yes. Do you like tortillas?
Yeah.
Do you like eggs?
Yeah.
Do you like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Do you like hot sauce?
Yeah.
What's the debate?
Well, I guess that makes sense.
That's it. Wrap it up. Eat it.
No
Deductive reasoning at its
You can throw some cheese in there. It'd be good.
Peanut butter.
Yeah. You ever used to go to Scotty's when that was a thing?
Yeah, the
Schumann burger.
Burger. Yeah. That's kind of where the one up in West Lala.
Still got one?
Triple X Burger.
Oh, yeah.
They have one. I can't remember what it's called. The Dwayne Purvis, I believe. Producer Chris, can you fact check that real quick?
See, and it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's Dwayne Purvis. I want to give the right person the shout out, but Triple X root beer, money.
Are they a thing anymore?
Yeah.
What?
No, that's one closed down.
Scotty's?
Yeah.
No, they're gone.
R.I.P. Scotty's too.
Yep.
Man. So Perkins and Scotty's we've discovered is our casualties of our.
That's Dwayne Johnson, not Dwayne Perkins.
That is not
my
Dwayne
boy. What up, Dwayne?
So the Rock sat down.
Oh, The Rock took over Triple X?
Stop it.
No, I'm just kidding. That's what it looks like.
We plug the Rock all the time.
We do.
Yeah.
He's on this podcast.
Well, remember he's scheduled to be on. I forgot the day.
Working on it still.
You forgot the day. Well, be sure to let producer Chris know.
Yeah, he's on.
How do you like your eggs? You guys like your eggs?
Usually just scrambled. Pretty simple.
Yeah, scramby. Yeah.
I do over easy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm a big over easy fan.
Is that the one where if you poke it after it's all liquidy?
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
If you break the yolk,
If I eat them at home, then I let my dog get some of the eggs, get a little bit of the yolk after. Some weird. I eat all around the white, and then
it's good for him, I think.
Yeah, it is.
That's what she says, but I'm like, I want to eat these eggs. I don't want to give them to the dog.
I don't do them all, but I mean, my dog.
She's scrambled up
spoiled
like,
anyway.
Yeah.
She gives you water and everything.
So it must be a Shih Tzu thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know about all that.
Do you guys ever try what I call jelly eggs? I think it's called like a croque madame. You ever had one of those before?
No. How do you make it?
What language are you speaking?
French.
Oh, well, oui then.
No, it's like croissant with some jelly. You put a little bit of cheese and then you put an egg in there.
I'm there.
That sounds really good. It sounds really good. And then some bacon.
Where do you get that? You gotta make it at home or like somewhere around here has it?
I'm spoiled.
I'm trying to get more sponsors.
I get this food made for me every day.
Croque madame.
Yeah. See? He's got it. Oui.
Bonjour.
Nailed it.
We know,
Chris. Okay, thank you.
Fluent.
Okay. Fluent in French. We're aware. Don't worry.
Have you been to France? Because I have.
Have you?
I live there. Okay, well, never mind. Let's just move next.
All right. I lived there for 7 years of my life. Okay, cool.
Can we do a French off? between Josh.
I was only there for 2 days.
Everyone has to go around the table and say a word in French.
Yeah. All right. So we established that producer Chris is way more cultured than all of us.
We can go back though, PC, because when I was there, the people that work at the Eiffel Tower were on strike, and I didn't get to go up on it. So wasn't happy about that. I got to go in front of it, but I didn't get to go on it.
Overrated, underrated, Eiffel Tower, producer Chris?
I thought it was awesome. Ooh. But I got lost.
The local gave you the...
Yeah, that's true.
Are you talking Monaco, Nice? Nice is nice, right? Leon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're trying to go there in September. We booked our tickets, but they're not letting anybody in the country. So hopefully maybe they'll open it up. Thing.
Yeah.
Can you get in? I feel like you can get in.
You can probably get in. You probably just ain't getting out.
That's a good point. All right, that's a good point.
But they drive aggressively there.
Do they?
I don't get nervous. I don't get nervous at all. No. When you take a cab, like this guy was.
Chicago?
Zoom.
Chicago bad?
Or? Oh, worse. And
worse. Whoa.
We've seen taken. That was like going all over the place.
Yeah.
I was just like, what is going on?
You thought you were being
I couldn't tell like where traffic was, like the mode, like where it was just like, it just looked like it was a free fall. So
was Liam Neeson your driver?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. I will find you.
I don't know what you want.
And I will kill you.
Is that what he says? No, he says I have a particular set of skills.
Yeah, you
twisted that, man. Wow. Yeah, you did go. You went Tony Montana on that complete opposite direction.
Personal training.
All right, let's get back to this. Okay, so a couple things on WebMD. There's a nice article about that that we noticed a couple weeks ago or so. So that was pointed out to us, which is really cool. Just kind of gives you the 5 unexpected benefits of a personal trainer. We obviously know what the expected benefits are, right?
Yeah.
We write programs. We don't write workouts. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not Johnny Fit Guy on Instagram that's going to be like, oh, this will kick your butt today. Cool. What are you going to do tomorrow? How are you going to get better? Right? You can't just follow Instagram people and expect a program.
Right.
Spoiler alert, Beachbody programs are cookie cutter because you don't have to be you don't have to have any type of certification whatsoever to be a Beachbody coach. Spoiler alert on that. Sorry to all you Beachbody people out there. I'm not trying to cast shade, but I am. So personalized workouts, right? We sit down with every one of our clients. We go over goals, specific needs. Obviously, injury history plays a big key component in that program. Mock-up.
Yeah, big part of program. Beachbody doesn't ask, oh, you got a bum knee? Well, here, let me change the entire video for you.
Right.
Doesn't happen.
Right.
It's just, well, good luck.
We're not doing any weight today. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's really going to help. So transformational moves for your body was the number one thing. That would be an unexpected type of adaptation to working with a personal trainer. So what do you think when you hear that, transformational moves?
I was just getting ready to ask you what they mean by that.
Well, I have the template. You guys have to play along.
Yeah. Transformational moves. Meaning, I have no idea what they mean by that.
Okay.
Like, transformation makes sense and moves make sense separately. But if I were to guess what transformational moves meant, I would maybe say something along the lines of, in the business world, it would involve a company making a radical change. But, it also occurs in response to changes in technology. So how that's relevant to what we're talking about, I have no idea.
Okay. Josh, what do you think?
I think it's finding different ways for your body to adapt to different scenarios. I think transformational moves, moving in different ways.
That's not bad.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not bad. That was better than Donovan.
Yep.
So, Don, it's almost like you Googled that. It was weird. I don't know how you did that.
Almost.
So essentially what a transformational move would be in this particular article would be workouts that are going to improve your posture to actually make you look leaner.
Oh.
Standing up straighter. Make you look like you lost 5 pounds just because you're in proper body alignment.
Okay.
Retracting your shoulders, so on and so on and so on.
That's pretty
really interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. I thought that was pretty good. So, posture is a big thing. And
especially for people that sit a lot of their time at work.
Absolutely. We live in that flexed world, right? Everything is in front of us. And then when you're on your keyboard, your shoulders are protracted forward rather than retracted, and your back's nice and straight and everything like that. And you see those goofy things that are on Instagram where you put the what is it, a little sensor on your back and it buzzes and tells you apps now. Like, what the heck? When honestly, you could just do a lot of posterior work, like some lat pull down, some reverse pulls, things like that. All your pull movements are going to create that kind of increased strength in those posterior muscles. So working with the trainer, they're really going to pinpoint the issues that you have. We're going to be able to see what kind of transitions we need to make as far as what's your functional movement look like, what are you doing wrong, what's your posture look like, so on and so on. Those can make big differences going forward. So transformational moves, meaning these exercises are going to create better posture. It's going to create different transformations in your body.
We both missed it.
They're going to make you for sure.
He was way closer.
Yeah, he was way closer. Well, I didn't know.
I think that's something that a lot of people miss when it comes to personal training, though. People just think that they do it only people are getting with personal trainer just because, like, I want to lose weight or something, and that's what, and show me. But it's not only an accountability thing, which is a huge one. Like we said, these are some things that aren't the normal things you think off out of the back. Like, accountability is one of them, but you think about proper form on things, even for your exercise. Even if you know certain exercises to do, training regimens to do, that proper form, working on posture for certain things, like you'd be amazed by just how engaging your core and everything can be just by having proper posture, being upright, doing things that way. So that's another thing that adds into what that was talking about there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. So number 2 on the list is improved muscle response. You want to take a crack at that one?
Well, that one sounds pretty self-explanatory. That's just the muscles responding to exercise,
the workout, right? Resistance training,
right?
Creates adaptations, right? 6 to 8 weeks, we've talked about that, neuromuscular adaptations. Start feeling stronger. Those different organs inside our muscles and tendons shut down a lot later in the exercise, so you're able to lift more. You feel stronger. A little bit of a less of a response in the muscles to increased force production, things like that, which is just technical jargon for you're going to get stronger.
Yeah.
Yep. Without looking at it.
You can feel, if you ever pay close attention when you start strength training, think about like the first set you do on something and then compare it to your second set. You would think your first set, it would be easier because you're fresher, right? But if you think about it, and if you really pay attention, your second set, almost always you'll feel a little stronger because your muscles have adapted to it a little bit and it's starting to get fired up. And then you feel a little stronger on that second one. And then that's kind of a layman's version example of that, what it's talking about there. And you can, if you really pay attention to it, you can see that almost all the time. That's how it happens.
That's like us with class.
Yeah.
1 week ago, we almost died.
Yeah.
Today, we were all able to walk out.
Now we're thriving.
No AED needed, right? Except we talked about food for about 10 minutes, but that's just because we're just got done working out.
Yeah,
we're hungry, right? Improved muscle response, when I think about it, is like tempo. Tempo is a big thing. When you look at dotFIT, has a great explanation of it as far as how many sets to do, how many reps, and then it gives you a time frame for how long that set should last, right? And that's not 5 seconds of 5 reps, and then your last 7 reps are 25 seconds, right? That doesn't make any sense. So really that tempo of the workout, like those 1 to 2 counts, working on increasing the length of time that your muscle is under tension or time under tension training, right? And that's what personal trainers are very good at doing. I don't know how many times I had guys doing bicep curls. Slow down. Yeah. Slow down your lifts. You're so fast. You guys are so fast when you work out. I don't understand. Slow things down is okay. We're not going for rep counts.
It's not impressive to be the fastest lifter.
Right.
And that's another thing that, going back to some of people just writing workouts for you and things like that, like those can be, if you have your personal trainer, they're kind of giving you stuff and give you guidelines, it can definitely be effective. But with that tempo too, not only during the exercise, but different tempos in between your sets and reps, depending on what your goals are too. Like, for instance, if you're a guy that's trying to build muscle, you're going to theoretically most of the time be lifting heavier weights, and then therefore you need to take longer breaks in between your sets to let it recover more. Whereas if you're trying to burn a little bit more fat or kind of lean your muscles out a little bit more, you're going to have a little bit higher tempo and take a little bit shorter breaks in between on both of those. So it's not only, there's so many different dynamics here that people don't really think about that can help with the personal training. People think like they might know, okay, on on my day, on this arm day, I know the exercise I need to do. That's great. And that you could get some results there, but guaranteed if you have a personal trainer that knows what they're doing, your results will go from here to up here because they can show you even different variations, different tempos, different speeds. That's so important there. I mean, people don't do negatives. People don't do certain different things like that. There's so many variations on tempo depending on your goals that can help too.
Touch on negatives real quick.
Mr. Fitness Director.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Negative is when you're going down. Okay. The eccentric portion.
There you
for
go.
The technical people.
There you go.
Doing it really slow with a lot of weight that you can't get back up. You got to have help getting it up.
Yep.
And then you're controlling it on the way down. Now, you can't do that all the time because some people try to do negative work daily. It's going to tear you up in the wrong way. So just something you kind of mix in, confuse the muscle a little bit, or stimulate it.
Well, eccentric muscle movements. And what we mean by eccentric is we're creating more of a... Talk about it. They can't see you. Yeah, they can.
Yeah. Not if they're only listening.
Oh, okay.
Remember, PC told us to do that.
If you're just listening, I'm sorry. A flexion phase means you're decreasing the angle from the joint, right? So as we go up, right, with the bicep curl, we're decreasing that angle. We go from 180 degrees down to up to 90 degrees and then past, right? Versus an eccentric is we're increasing that angle or that length of that muscle fiber, right? So we're going downward. We actually create a lot more force production during the eccentric phase than we do on a concentric phase, right? So, and the way to think about that, the best way to think about that would be for people doing a vertical jump or box jumps, right? You load those hamstrings by going down, create that counter movement, and that explosive phase is that eccentric contraction of your hamstrings and your glutes, and I guess some thighs, quadriceps as well, exploding upwards, right? So that's why it's really important to incorporate things like negative movements into your workouts because we really want to focus on that eccentric phase. So almost all the time with my, it's like we're doing a 1 count on the way up, we're doing a 3 count on the way down. That's going to be a little bit more of a switch up, going to increase muscle response like we were saying. So keep that in mind when you're doing workouts. Make sure really focusing on letting the weight down. A lot of times I see these guys just kind of drop weights. If you can't finish out a rep, that's probably too heavy for you. You really need to control it, especially people just getting into workouts, right? Slamming dumbbells is cool and all. It looks cool, makes you look awesome in the gym.
Does it?
No.
Well, I mean, and that's, you're also in those movements, you're working different parts. So some people think it's you just got a bicep and you're just working biceps. There's different parts of your biceps, your triceps. There's different, you have long head, you different versions of, or different angles and sides of even your chest muscles, everything. There's different movements and lifts and exercises that'll hit certain parts of a muscle group. So it's not just a curl just works your entire bicep depending on, because there's hammer curls, there's all different types of grips and everything. Those are working different parts of it to help strengthen it as a whole.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Grips, right? Hand positioning. Supinated, like you're holding soup. Pronated, like you're pouring it out. That's the best way I remember it. Got it?
I never remembered it like that. I just
nailed it.
I took the hard route. Like, I don't know what these mean. Like you're holding soup, like you're pouring it out.
Yeah, there you go. So, and a really good way to kind of see the difference between which muscles are going to be working based off of your hand positioning is a bent over row, I think is a perfect example of that, right? If you have an underhand grip or a supinated grip on a bent over row, we're working mostly lats, we're working biceps, we're working a little bit of rear delt. You do an overhand grip or a pronated grip on that, pulling up toward your chest, you're isolating a lot more shoulders. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, wrapping that shoulder around your rib cage is a good external cue that I like to use, but you're working a lot of rear delts, you're working a lot of different muscle fibers when it comes to that. So
chin-ups, pull-ups, those same things.
Absolutely,
you can tell that, and that's another example of it right there, of not only if you planning on doing just a bicep, like the different grips on there, but you think about your secondary muscles. So anything you're doing with a row or a chin-up pull-up, like your first primary muscle group is mostly going to be your back, is what you're focusing on, but your secondary muscle groups that are engaging as well change with like what Jordan was saying, like your secondary group would probably be your biceps on some, and then you could do that. And so, there's so many different ways of variations that you can do things. And that's why I feel like a lot of people get in ruts, because they feel like they're doing the same type of exercises. And there's so many little changes, little tweaks you can do that you would see so so many more results, so much bigger results of what you're trying to do if you just make little tweaks that personal trainers know about.
Yeah. Free weights, mats, elliptical, rinse, wash, repeat. That's what we see so many people in the gym doing, right? They go do their machines that they know how to do, then they go do some crunches with poor form, flexing their neck forward and all that stuff, and then they go hop on the elliptical for 45 minutes. Wow, what a great workout. Yeah, that's a great workout, but you're not progressing yourself when you do the same workouts. What do we call them in the fitness world? Lost sheep.
Lost sheep, yeah.
Yeah, they're lost sheep when we see you. We see, there's this guy. He's going to come in and do the same 4 machines and hop on the treadmill for half an hour. And we want to come up to you and talk to you, not because we're trying to sell you something, but because we can help you. And we don't have to sell you anything. We can just give you ideas on different workouts. We don't have to say, you have to pay me this much money for me to help you with your fitness goals. Like, we have different ways at UFC Gym to really kind of help you benefit off of our knowledge going forward. I mean, we do fitness consultations with every new member. We have 2 private coaching sessions or personal training sessions that are included with each sign up. We want to make sure you're
for a limited time.
For a limited time. Yeah, that's going to be gone pretty soon, so make sure you hop on that. But I want to make sure you're as effective as possible and armed with more knowledge walking through those doors. So that's a big thing. I mean, you can get these virtual workouts all you want. They're great. They kick your butt. You sweat, but you're not progressing yourself at all. And you're not getting that kind of knowledge, like we're saying, that trainers have when it comes to different grips, different exercises, what this is going to do for that muscle, how to work antagonist, agonist, muscle groups, so on and so on, right?
A part of personal training is learning how to do this stuff. So we're not lifelong partners. Yeah. We're not going to be with you forever.
Right.
If we are, it's by your choice, not ours.
Right.
You should be able to learn what to do on your own and then just go create your own program after that.
Yeah. And you can always continue on and supplement more. I mean, all of us that's been in the fitness industry or athletes, you think about the best athletes in the world, they have someone training them because you always work harder when you have someone pushing you. So regardless of what, you can have all the knowledge in the world and know all the different variations of exercises and do it in the training methods, but the fact of the matter is almost everybody is going to train harder when they have someone holding them accountable and pushing them with it. And even if you're working out with somebody else or training with somebody else, even if they're not there training you specifically, but
scientifically proven. And you're going to learn stuff.
Yeah.
We constantly learn stuff. I learned a new exercise last week with those Thor hammer burpee thing.
Yeah, right.
This is terrible.
Yeah, incorporating different
together. Yeah. Pairing them together. You see that all the time. So,
I mean, we all have a lot of knowledge when it comes to fitness, but we still go to Class UFC Gym up in Noble West and work out because I like to have somebody push me and tell me what to do. I think we've all said it. If we had unlimited money, I would hire a personal trainer 6 days a week. Every week. So I didn't have to ever write out programs. They just push me every time, tell me what to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He caught me slipping a couple times.
Oh, yeah. That's a perfect segue to our next topic. Will be next time our workout, the differences between workouts versus actual programs that you're going to have. So, I mean, there's a big variation of those. And like I said, even people that are in this industry, I guarantee you pull any personal trainer, person in the fitness world themselves, and they will say they work out, they train harder when they have someone putting a workout together for them or holding them accountable doing it there. I mean, just like we said, you could have all the exercise knowledge in the world, but sometimes you don't think about, like, maybe I do this side of this and then do it, like, combining these together or alternating certain ways. There's so many different variations of things that, like Donovan said, like, when I was doing personal training full time, like, I'd go in there and I'd see a trainer doing something over there and I'd be like, oh man, I haven't done that and I haven't incorporated that in my own workouts in a while or with one of my clients in a while, and like do it and just kind of see, and you can figure out new ways that kind of do some things with that.
A big takeaway from that was that somehow you got your hands on the podcast schedule.
What's that?
How'd you know we were talking about next?
PC told me.
Oh, see, I'm coming in here every time having no idea, and now you two are in cahoots.
Okay.
All right.
Good to know.
Camera one died.
Thanks, PC.
Oh, that's Josh's camera.
I'm on both cameras.
Or, I mean, Jordan's camera,
Nobody can
see me.
He
can just lean.
That's fine. Say, all right, zoom out. Come on. Hey.
There we go.
My bad side, too.
Otherwise, one of us is going to have to do the outro.
Now it's all jacked up. Oh, there we go. We're good. All right, so we don't have to do the outro because I can still talk.
And we're going to link this.
You guys don't have that power.
WebMD article for you guys, too, so you can review.
Yeah, we'll link it to the bio here. So number 3 on this, moving along, less pain. That's pretty self-explanatory. guess what? You won't get injured. You know what we're doing.
And less pain while you're doing it because you're probably doing it right.
Right.
Compared to some things like, oh, this hurts so bad. Well, it's because you're doing it wrong.
Let's talk about the difference between pain and soreness real quick.
Yeah.
Right? Pain and soreness are two completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times working out with somebody, oh my gosh, I'm in so much pain. No, you're not. You're not dying. You're just sore.
That's a great kind of pain. That's a great soreness.
Great soreness.
That get a good training session the next couple of days. That's good. That knows you tore your muscles down, they're rebuilding, and you're building up there. You can tell. I mean, the biggest ones for me that I always tell people, I mean, form's important on every exercise, but the two biggest are obviously deadlifts and squats. If you're doing those types of lifts, you have to have proper form on there, because if you don't have someone show you that, it's so easy to do it wrong. It's so easy. You're not going to, first off, get the full benefits of those exercises, and then two, you can definitely injure yourself.
Mm-hmm. Right. And there's subtle differences on what we can spot on a deadlift or a squat. You might have pretty decent form, but there might be a couple other things, like maybe you don't have enough ankle flexion.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're not getting your torso parallel with your lower limb.
Yeah.
Maybe
we've got ways to work you towards
high
it.
enough. Right. Yeah. Exactly. We can work with flexibility exercises, more functional movement training. Lunges are a great thing to do to kind of get in the rhythm of strengthening those hip flexors, working past that 90 degrees on a squat. There's different things. I mean, I know a lot of people that do, like you said, professional powerlifting that work with coaches 3 times a week, just because they need to know where they're at and their positioning. And it's hard to keep track of that on your own. Cool new stuff is number 4 on this list. Meaning, yeah, thanks.
You kept highlighting it. I was like,
30-minute mark. Sorry. Cool new stuff being like workouts, right?
Oh, yeah.
Workouts.
Learn something every time.
And learn how to use a piece of equipment that you never knew how to use.
Yeah. And in different ways.
Right. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we did that
rope shuffles, and
we did that on a podcast a few back, didn't we? Favorite machine to use in a different way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't remember what we said.
I know Donovan's was.
Mine was the pull-up dip machine, but then leaning on it for triceps.
Right.
I like that one. Good.
I don't know. Right.
Yeah. I think mine was kind of a combo. I think the burpees, the dumbbell.
Oh, I said TRX. TRX. I do a lot of different stuff with.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, dumbbell drag.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I think that was the one I said.
Yep.
Those are underutilized.
There you go. We'll show you how to do that at UFC Gym Whitestown. Follow our Instagram, Facebook pages for more information on Trainer Tip Tuesday, led by yours truly, Mr. Donovan.
Yep.
Last but not least, functional movement training. Big.
Yeah.
I believe we have multiple trainers certified in functional movement training. What's functional movement training, Donovan?
Moving like you would in the real world.
Boom.
Pretty much it.
Right.
Doing stuff that can make you better at real life stuff. I usually give the example of the hip press, the hip sled. Leg press. I'm talking about, you lay on your back, your leg pressing like 800 pounds, 1,000 pounds, which is cool, Definitely making you stronger.
So cool.
But then I ask people, like, do you ever see yourself being stuck under a car on your back, needing to lift it up with your legs? Josh?
I hope not. And if they do, hopefully it's like a smart car.
There you go.
Because that would be functional for something like that.
Right.
But otherwise, when you're on your back and you need to like kick a bunch of weight up off you.
Right.
Opposite, a squat is a much more functional movement.
Stand up every day.
Right.
From a chair. Even if it's that, you're just your body weight on there, but still, that's a movement you use every single day, because you stand up out of bed, you stand up out of your chair, you do that. So.
Right. And we're not talking every day doing squats.
No. Well, people come in and they say, like,
do them every day.
I want a program, but I can't squat. I'm like, how'd you sit down in that chair? How are you going to get up? That's a squat. You did a squat.
How do you use the bathroom?
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to have 350 pounds on your shoulders doing a squat to get benefits from it.
And most people, back squat's kind of contraindicated, especially with injury history and things like that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, a front squat's even more effective.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Working the shoulder area, things like that. But, overhead work, not necessarily the most important stuff, but it's really good for strength building. Also helps with joint stability. But when you're talking functional movement, would be push, pull, squat complexes, like we said, total body movements, and deadlifts. Deadlifts great.
Deadlifts are great. Those are a lot of people shy away from, and rightfully so. If you don't know the proper form, do not do deadlift.
Right.
But get with someone, a fitness professional, personal trainer, and learn how to do it properly, because they are one of the, if I could only do one exercise for the rest of my life as far as what I think would benefit me functionally, it would be a deadlift.
Deadlift, for sure.
Mine.
I think you're doing deadlifts in your intro picture.
I was.
See?
Yeah.
On the gram.
Oh, the biopic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I always get that's what I always get excited about after all of my
knee
surgeries, to be able to come back and do deadlifts. Those are always mine.
Yep.
Because those are one of the last ones I'm able to do once I build it up. So I gotta be smart about it, and I do. But then once I start hitting those, those are my favorites.
Yeah, and
one of my favorites.
You know, so many people say I can't do deadlifts because it hurts my back. Well, you're not doing them right then. Right? You shouldn't feel it in your back. You should feel it in your legs. That's total body movement, yeah, but you should feel that mostly in your legs. So, and I had hurt myself, in the healthcare field, catching a patient, really hurt my back. And the first thing my physician told me when I went to go see him was, you need to work out your lower body, and you need to work on body positioning. You need to work on a stronger core in that area. One of the things I would recommend would be deadlifts, just because it's a functional movement. And I'm thinking, no, I just hurt my back. Why would I be doing deadlifts? Oh, wait, because I didn't know what I was doing. Now it's one of my favorite things to do. Probably do them 3 times a week with kettlebells, with dead balls, with anything.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. That's what I was going to say. Like you said, you don't have to do barbell, just front barbell. That's another way. Like if you don't quite feel comfortable and feel like you're still apprehensive that your back there's trap bars that are at your side, which is a lot easier to keep your back in proper form. There's kettlebells, like you said, that you can do, which makes it a lot easier in that aspect as well. So there's different variations, like we said earlier, of every exercise pretty much that you can do and that they can help you. So if you still, even if you're working with a personal trainer, you still are apprehensive or nervous about, using a straight bar in the front and doing it that way, there's ways that they can show you to do different things and build that confidence, you're still strengthening that all those areas, and you can gradually go up there if that's what you want to do. Or if not, you can always do trap bars or kettlebells.
We have a trap bar at the UFC gym. That's what I like to use. I don't really
hex bar. Yeah, they're dummy proof. I like those too.
Yeah, they're dummy proof. They're a lot better for body positioning as far as the external load.
I like starting people off there.
Yeah,
they're reluctant or not sure.
It's front loading a lot of weight in front of you. If you don't position your body right, you can definitely do some damage. It's pretty dummy proof when you have a trap bar, hex bar, something that you stand in between. And I know I read an article recently on LinkedIn with strength and conditioning coach at University of Tennessee, and how they've incorporated trap bars in most of their deadlift workouts. They don't even do front load deadlifts anymore because of the massive reduction in injury risk when it comes to a hexagon bar or a trap bar. So these are things that you wouldn't know if you didn't work with a trainer. So that's why private coaching, personal training is something that we got into as a passion, as well as something that we would always recommend everybody going forward. So good podcast. Yeah. It really took a turn after the talk about the breakfast.
It wouldn't be us if we didn't digress.
That's true.
A little bit.
That's true. Do we have anything else to digress about? No.
Producer Chris is saying it stopped recording 5 minutes ago. You guys are done.
You guys have been talking. I just haven't said anything going forward. Next week we will have one of our new members on who is also CrossFit coaching certified. Really going to be interesting to talk to her about programs versus workouts. Who's that? We're excited to have that on. That is Miss Kate Jasinski.
Oh, shout out Kate.
Membership advisor. She's also going to be doing some daily ultimate training and coaching, as well as maybe incorporating a little bit more of a CrossFit style functional movement training into workouts at UFC Gym Whitestown as well. So we're really excited about having her on. Give you a break from us for a little bit. And producer Chris, obviously, you can never hear him, so you never get sick of producer Chris, the man. I took a picture of him yesterday, and I forgot that his face would be in it. Oh, I didn't want anybody to see it.
We can blur it.
We're working on getting some producer Chris swag as well, so hopefully we get that going. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram and Facebook pages. Like I said, we have our Trainer Tip Tuesday. Always going to give you some more information on how to effectively work out and do correct exercises on UFC Gym Whitestown at UFC Gym Whitestown, as well as our YouTube page, UFC Gym Indy, YouTube channel, UFC Gym Indy. I always get so close. Thank you. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much. So supportive in this room. You guys got dead silent. You gave me the horn. Wow, that was great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Well, this is the first one that Donovan hasn't embarrassed himself yet, so he was just
did good.
Glad that someone else got it.
So I stopped talking a while ago. I know I got a good run going here. I don't want to mess it up.
Do we count the transformational moves as a blunder?
No, I gave an answer.
He's right.
What was your answer?
my answer.
You thought it was a Transformers movie or something? The next version of Transformers.
We're out of time. We'll talk about it next time.
All right, next time. Join us next week. We'll be talking more nonsense.
Chris is shutting us down.
Wow.
He's shutting us down.
He is over it today.
We are not live.
Oh.